Hi, I'm David Hamburger, here with One Thing About Fingerstyle Blues, and today's one thing is playing A7 up the neck. If you want to download the tab for the example I just played, go to the link below or the link on screen, and you can get a PDF with all of the examples in this series. So today I'm playing this A7 chord up here at the 5th fret with the flat 7, the 3rd, and the 5th. I'm making kind of a half bar here at the 5th fret, using my middle finger to play the major 3rd, which means I can hammer on from the flat 3 to the 3 when I play the whole chord. Kind of a classic blues sound. You can think of this chord as an abbreviation of this A7 bar chord with the root, 5th, flat 7, 3rd, 5th, and root, but we're leaving out the 6th and the 5th string, getting the root on the open 5th string, and not worrying about the top note so much either. The thumb is doing an alternating bass between the 5th string, 4th string, 6th string, 4th string. And if you missed the lesson on the 5-4-6-4 bass, that's on my channel as well. That was the previous lesson. So if you missed that, go check it out, and you can work on the 5-4-6-4 bass in open position if you want to. So what we've got here is mostly, it's a bar and a half of A7, and then a half a bar of a D voicing over the same bass. So for the D voicing, you're going to spread out your ring finger across the 7th fret, 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. And the bass is just going to continue the 6-4 alternation. So it's kind of an E suspended sound, like a D over E, or the Steely Dan chord, if you want to think of it that way. But for the rest of it, we're just on this A voicing, and there's kind of a staccato thing going on, and an accenting thing. So the thumb is doing its alternation like this in the first bar, and the fingers, index finger and middle finger, are playing on the 3rd and 2nd string. So on the downbeat, you've got just the bass, and then on beat 2, you've got the thumb on the 4th string, and then you've got a pinch with the 3rd and 2nd string, followed by just the index and middle on the and of 2. So 1, 2, and. So that basic coordination is kind of important. Being able to play a bass, a pinch, and then follow up on the and with just the fingers. And then after that, you're going to go on beat 3 to do the same kind of thing, except the thumb is on the low string. So, and then for the last bass note on beat 4, it's just the bass, and on the and, you play the fingers one more time. If you're going to just cycle that one measure around. And there's a percussive thing happening on beat 4 where you relax your grip just for the downbeat, so that that bass note on the 4th string is just a percussive sound. If you keep your fingers touching the strings but relax your grip, you don't take them off and you don't keep them down, you just relax them so that when you pick that string, you get this kind of thwack. And then come back in on the and of 4. And so when you go on to the next measure, the whole thing is going to sound like this. So in the second measure, you're coming in from the and of 4 in the previous measure. So and 1, and 2, 3, 4. So you actually have, on beat 2, you have 2 of those percussive notes in a row. So and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So what's happening is as you make the transition from A to D, with the left hand, with the voicing, you're going to play with a relaxed grip. as you get the ring finger coming in for the D chord, you put it down, but you don't press it down, so that on beat 2 and the and of 2, you can have thumb index on the 4th string and the 3rd string, both as percussive notes without any pitch. And then on beat 3 and beat 4, you have the chord with the bass in the 6th string and then the bass in the 4th string. So and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So all together. For one final nuance, you can also do that hammer on right on beat 2 at the beginning of the example. So 1, 2, and. So that would mean on beat 2 you'd grab thumb, index, middle on beat 2 of the first measure without the middle finger, so just the bar. And as soon as you play the chord, you hammer on the middle finger onto the 6th fret of the 3rd string. Time up to tempo. So again, if you want to download the tab, go to the link below or the link on screen to get the PDF, and I'll see you next time.